Greetings, I'm Demonac, and it's arena time. So this is a very unexpected situation. My deck only has, like, it has 5 to 6, like, early game cards. One of them is Wrath, which tends to get saved. I mean, you can use it to blow something up if it's something good, is worth it. But, like, I only have, 8 cards that are cheaper than 4? Somehow, all of my opponents so far have been so slow in their start, whether it's their deck's construction, whether it has anything to do with their fault or not, whether it was just like bad draws, I don't know, but 3 out of 3 opponents so far had a slow as hell start, and 2 of those times I got my wild growth at the best possible time-ish, and the third time I had my elemental taunt guy, who is really excellent turn 3 play. So I figure my luck is going to start going downhill. But since I've got the 3 wins and no losses yet, I'm hoping I can get a 4th win before this all goes downhill. You have to remember, it's going to start giving me harder opponents. So I have the coin this time. Can I afford to keep the Nourish in my hand? With the coin, it's going to give me very few cards to play with, but I've got a guy who can attack. And if I did a turn 4 Nourish to gain 2 mana crystals, that would put me way ahead. On the other hand, you can always save it and get a lot more things. The Nourish was really good. I'm thinking I might be better off getting more stuff, having more chances to have cards I can play early in the game, because I'm just so paranoid about losing. Now, there was a good, I don't even like the Owl as an early game card at all, really. There's probably something more valuable to silence later. And I didn't get anything cheap, but I didn't really have good chance to either. I don't want to waste my coin on this guy, because I'm not going to be doing anything else. Like, coin him out and then Kung Fu next turn, whatever. You milled my Death Knight. See, under other circumstances I might be really, really annoyed. I don't actually care that much about the Druid Death Knight. He seems so mediocre. That actually bothers me more, just because it seems like a huge, moral victory for my opponent. It bothers me more, I don't mean moral, I mean morale. It bothers me more because my opponent probably feels so good about that than actually losing that guy. I don't think it matters particularly much to whether I win. Now, if I milled his Death Knight, he would be pissed. But I don't think that's really the situation. So that's not good. Do I want to silence him? I might be saving myself a lot of trouble if I silence him. Next turn I can coin out a 4/6 taunt. No, I'm not going to do it because the 4/6 taunt ought to do okay. Now, if he has a way to just do 1 point of damage to his guy easily, then I will be sad. Although I guess I can still silence him if I had to. Okay, well, he probably would have done it first. That's not great, but Corbin's force, cool. We're gonna go 4/6 taunt. That's what an Innervate play looks like these days, by the way. Innervate is only 1 mana now. Hey, that sucks! On the plus side, he didn't gain any immediate advantages from the discarding. He might have a legendary, but otherwise, that actually did hurt him. Let's play the Fate Spinner for deal 3 damage to all minions secret. I mean, it's a super obvious secret. You can tell what I did, but if you kill her, she's going to blow up the Doom Guard, so... yeah. Ha ha. So let's see what you do about that. I mean, looked at that way, it's a pretty strong power. It's a 5/3, and when it 5/3 for 5 is not great, but when it dies, it does 3 damage to all minions. That is a lot of damage. You say so many possibilities, but there's really only 2. I either choose the stupid one that would benefit you, or the damaging one that would benefit me. Wise choice, I think. Although you could have done a lot of damage to me, too, which I wouldn't have appreciated. No elemental on him, that's good. Spell damage, I'm sure that's bad, but you're really low on cards now. I'm going to start taking damage to get stuff, and I'm just going to start dropping guys. I don't have elementals for him, and I've got way too many buffs in my hand. This isn't going to do anything much I care about, so let's just drop this guy. He's fragile for his size. He will die, but if he takes out a couple of those dudes and gives me a card, can't complain. So you are a warlock, so you running out of cards is much less of a problem than it looks like. But we'll see. That sucks. It cost him less than I was hoping to get rid of that guy. And Malygos isn't going to do much for me unless I save the Starfall, and then I could Malygos Apocalypse, but no elementals. I think I'm going to get my ass kicked, is what I think. Can't play this for 2 turns. I'm going to get beat to crap in those 2 turns. I have no beast for this. I mean, I could play him and then have a beast later, but I got no elementals for this, so my stuff is really not optimal. He will probably use guys to kill this. I want to save this for Malygos, I think, because that's right now it's actually looking pretty bad. It looks like that might be my only way to win. I think I should play. I think I should play this guy. I think copying a beast might be better. I don't know. So he's something you want to kill. On the other hand, you've got me down to half already, and you have an army and I don't. So it's got to be pretty tempting to just like beat me down. I'm not ready. Ooh, that's a lot of stuff now. Ow. I don't think I'm going to make it. Okay, so I can turn you into a 1/5 taunt. You don't get the poisonous. If I turn you into a 1/5 taunt, and then waste the Starfall? 0 cheap taunt, but I can't put on anything else to go with you. I think I would have to do this to take out one of the 5 hit point guys. Man, I'm low. It's so annoying to have to do that before Malygos, but it's going to be a turn after Malygos before I can actually do anything. Oh, I can copy the 1/5 taunt. That is not the ultimate play in the universe, but I think I'm going to do it. I would choose Poisonous for sure, except that the Poisonous doesn't have taunt with this thing, which is why it's a choice. Join the pack. And I'm going to kill you, and please give the +3 attack to one of the taunts. It's 2 out of 3 chance. You suck so hard. Probably just going to get burned down anyway. Although, a lot of the things I'm worried about would actually kill all his guys. Because this is a warlock we're talking about. You suck so bad, you couldn't have given it to one of these. It would have been awesome on either of those guys. 2 out of 3 chance for that 3 attack to be really valuable and kill something. And instead, no. Oh great, now you can draw cards for cheap. That's awesome. Malygos Apocalypse is going to be too slow. Boy, it would have been nice if one of those guys had killed something. So can I play Malygos and survive? On the other hand, the 2 damage from this without Malygos will now kill a lot of shit. It really will. And I could do this and it might get Taunt or Bubbles, either of which would do pretty well for killing things. I think that's what I gotta do. I gotta adapt first and then see it, and then this will kill off these 3 guys. I can kill any 2 I want, but I'll lose him unless I have the bubble. Let's see what I get. Divine Shield or Taunt. I got my choice. The Divine Shield is better, actually, because I'm going to kill more stuff. It does suck. I'm going to have like no damage spells for Malygos unless I draw the Wrath. I might still die. I'm super low. On the other hand, my position has improved somewhat. You do draw 2 cards per turn. I haven't done enough damage to make that a real cost. That is a mostly irrelevant cost compared to the chances it doubles for killing me. You need 6 damage. That also hurts. But if you're leaving me alive, my handful of cards is pretty good. Hey, Wrath of Malygos. Hi. You've got lots of time. I'm not killing you very fast right now. I'm glad that Malygos can one-shot that, because the attack is not necessarily as much as like. Took a cheap taunt. That's interesting. Oh, it's because you're trying to protect that. Oh, I'm going to have to blow that up. And I'm going to have to do the expensive... Oh, no, the cheap one is 6 damage still. And this will give me an army of taunts. That's pretty fantastic. Let's take the 6 damage and draw a card version. And this will be amazing next turn when I Evolving Spores them all. Oh, I forgot. It's not based on how many minions. It's based on how many more minions they have. Whoops. Okay, that was not a good play. Sometimes I never use the cards. I'm used to playing it in circumstances where I'm way behind and it gives me a shit ton of guys. But in this case, I don't even necessarily think it was the wrong move. I just would have thought about it a lot more. That 1/5 taunt is actually pretty helpful for not dying this. So I can... Is there anything... Is it with silence? No, it's not with silencing that guy. He's got to have weapons. I could silence the taunt and then I can kill the ones I want. That is actually pretty strong, and especially since it's gonna give me another guy to evolve. Or actually, I could just save that and kill and make a bog creeper, which is also pretty good. I want the taunt. I also want to armor up. Alright. Things are looking pretty good. If my opponent nether voids, well, I'll still have cards. If he does like 5 damage to everyone, I'll still have guys. Which is not what he wants to find out. Okay. Yep, Threshodons are strong. Now, though, I can do some stuff. That's kind of tempting, but probably not the most useful. Silencing the Threshodon is probably good, especially since I would then be able to adapt some spores. Can I just kill you somehow? I don't have any charge or anything. And the +3 attack on the spores would be 9, +4, 13, +3, 20. No, I can't kill you with that. So I think, yeah, I'm going to silence this guy. And then spore some more. +3 health is pretty good. Taunt? Do I want everything to have taunt? I think I'm going to take the +3 health. I think I'm okay to not have everything taunt. We're actually getting into the point where I'm hurting him now. If he Siphon Souls my taunt, I'm still going to survive. And he's still got other crap that I have for him to be worried about, and I can play a replacement taunt next turn. Okay. It doesn't seem like a winning move. Okay. That would draw me a replacement card. I don't think that's as useful. Would giving this guy +2 actually make me win? Because I use him to kill that, and then I hit my opponent for 8, 9, 10, 11. Short by 1. So no, we're just going to go more taunt. We're going to kill the Threshodon because it's somewhat threatening. And now you're in trouble. Drawing cards is starting to seem unpleasant for you. I don't know what crazy death rattle you're hoping to win with. Oh, draw more cards! Draw more cards! Draw more cards! Oh, that'll keep you alive slightly longer, in theory. If you can get something else that's also a cheap taunt, but you're actually still in severely massive trouble. If they're all too expensive to play this turn, he's dead. And even if they're not, I don't favor his chances. I don't know. I don't know if his deck has what it takes to get through all this stuff, even though I've made virtually very little use of Malygos. One really good use, actually. I wonder. Just don't have much for her, him, but it, whatever. Okay, that's... I didn't realize you had that much mana left. That is some pretty serious tauntage. Would this give me something good? I mean, I've already got such good guys, but theoretically I could get something better. I mostly just need my taunt not to die, and I'll eventually break through. That, I don't even think that helps me. So I could draw another card. I could +2/+2 this guy. I don't think either of those things are necessary. I think we're just gonna... He's getting beat down, but we'll do that. I'm not gonna Kung Fu that guy. I am very concerned about my health. I would like to use the 2/2 or something to break through that bubble. Although giving my opponent more time, probably not wise. But now if he Nether Voids, I've got 3/1/1s who survive. That cannot be his plan. Well, I mean, it could be his plan, but he can't appreciate that part. This is not helping his plan, if that's his plan. Because if he Nether Voids, then I Kung Fu, hit him for 4, now he can't draw cards anymore. In fact, if he draws a card into the Nether Void, I can still kill him. Once this guy dies, Enzoth would bring him back. Thus making him not completely worthless for his 10 mana.
I wonder.
Excuse me. I don't know. This game's gone pretty long. But since I was that far behind, I'm coming back, possibly? That's the Surrender Hellfire, I guess. Oh, that's a lot of stuff you got there. If he dies, I do get a new one. Also, I get all them. That's kind of cool. You know what? I should play more Taunt first. In the interest of not dying. Power up my taunts. Oh, but you got a buff too. That makes it all even. And you can technically still draw a card. Wow, that guy could literally kill you if you don't get any spells that cost less than 3. We'll never know whether he actually literally killed himself and had no choice, or if he just played it because he didn't care and committed suicide because none of them helped him enough. 4 wins. We're into black now. I was not expecting to do better than 4 wins with this deck. But we're up to 4 wins, so we've got a chance. We'll try and go further. So far, my fatness is paying off, but eventually we'll run into someone who has some kind of rush-based technique that will kick my ass. Possibly Druid rushed.
Nature must be preserved.
Yeah, losing Malfurion was not a big blow. We don't want that in the starting hand. He's awesome starting hand card. One of my better cards for this. And the Wild Growth. Wow. Also, we're starting to look like all turtle time here. So that's the question. Do I Forager first or Wild Growth? Oh, I don't know. Probably Wild Growth. But it depends what my opponent's got. He's so good. I mean, he can give you, like, crappy 5 attack guys. There are some crappy 5 attack guys. 5+. Give you Magma Ragers and stuff. Although, my deck needs cheap things, so having a Magma Rager might not even be the worst. But I don't have a coin. I don't have a choice this turn. Let's see. Does my opponent do stuff? If he plays a minion that has 2 or less health, then I probably play this guy. And if he doesn't, then I probably just Wild Growth. Yeah, I think I have to Wild Growth in this circumstance. I'm long term anyway. It's not like I'm going to rush him down with this. I just need them for defense until we can get established. Now I can do this next turn, which would be cool. 2 hit point minion? No, that is very not a 2 hit point minion. But okay. Well, I'm going to make a 3/5 taunt then. this stealth would have also been a legitimate play. I'd take 4 damage, but this way he can hit it, and then he can kung fu it, but then he'd be taking some damage, and then I would finish it with Wrath or this guy, whichever I feel like. Oh, I'm gonna have to use the big version of Wrath. How mildly annoying. We're gonna do that. We're gonna see what I get out of this guy, but we're gonna use the big version of Wrath.
My favorite.
Yeah. I'll take it. Now he didn't really spend a card to buff that guy because he got it back, right? Or wait, did he have a beast? Is he a beast? That's not a beast, is it? So he didn't draw a card. So I am coming out fine on that trade. No hero powers, whatever. I'm not spending this to blow up that guy. Do I play this piece of crap? Is there any chance that the 3 damage would screw me, or that the +2/+2 would actually help me? It seems unlikely.
Try one.
I mean, it's actually fairly likely that the 3 damage will screw me, but given what I have in my hand, I'm not going to be playing that much anytime soon. Oh, wow. That's... What are you doing? I don't have much to think about. Deal. I don't really want to waste this guy's power because I also won't have many elementals for the other guy. But this is an opportunity to play more stuff and try and actually get some momentum here. That gives me something on the board. If he plays something with 7 hit points, I could hit it for 3 and bite it, you know. But also, I can play this guy next turn. Moonglade. Okay, that gives you a guy. That sucks.
Just act natural.
Well, it's got 7 hit points. I could do what I said, but I'm actually don't super care about that. Attack mode. I can't believe that Captain 5-3 actually worked out so well. That's some fate for you. Wow. So if I hit that, the 2 damage would kill it and weaken the other guy. But my guy would also take 6, so he'd be quite killable. I could play this as a 4/6 taunt and an evolving spores. That's a bit of a gamble because I really don't know what I'm going to get with those spores. I think that's what I'm going to do. I could just play 6/10 taunt. Is that... Let's just play the giant taunt and stalemate it for a second. I don't really want to attack his taunt guy until I can set things up slightly better for me. Like, if he trades both of his guys to kill the mammoth, then doing this for 2 would kill that guy, and if he plays other stuff, I might be able to soften them up, or who knows. If for some reason if he's feeling the stalemate, like he doesn't want to do the attack, then I can probably really punish him for it, between the spores and the starfall and the blah. Like, I can probably insanely punish him if he decides to just maintain a stalemate and not attack. Is he saying the same thing over there about mice? That's not up to insanely punishing yet, but it's not good. Buff him, okay. Oh, now you can survive 2 damage. Both of them. That's actually kind of annoying. Alright then. He'll get an extra 2/2 if I do them. I should probably just bite the big guy, actually. Just bite the bullet. He'll get a 2/2. I don't care that much. I can actually wipe him if I want.
For the wild.
Is it worth all my mana and my starfall to wipe him? Those aren't very good guys, but I do have this guy out to fight him with. I think I'm going to do that. I'm pretty bad, as you know, for taking what is an advantage right now, which may be something I should have saved for later. On the other hand, I do have this guy too. That would be really inconvenient if he gets a defensive thing that allows him to survive long enough to hit this guy for 5. Yep, that's, wow, that's impressively inconvenient. I think the only thing I can say to that is give me 2 1/5 taunts.
The circle of life is over.
The +3, it's funny, the +3 attack only nets me 1 if we each hero power each other every turn. It's only a net gain of 1. Okay. Are you really gonna trade your 5/1 for that? Because that's what I want you to do. Nice. Evolving Spores, so I get a... Okay. I was gonna play this guy in Evolving Spores, probably. I'll take a surrender, though, because I'm not necessarily that... I don't think that game was over. That 8-1 was probably going to do 8 damage to me, whether I had to Kung Fu it or not. But okay. 5 wins, no losses. I don't know what's going on, but we'll see if it continues next time.
Please click the legendary like button. And don't forget to subscribe to Demonet Games for more Hearthstone Arena and other gaming videos.